You know that moment when you're finally proud of something? You've worked in secret for months, building something from nothing? That was me last Christmas. I handed my dad a business card for my new company, the Cedar Box, a corporate gifting service I'd built from scratch. He looked at it, then looked at me, and he snorted. He tossed the card on the table and said, "A holiday hustle. Cute, Elise. But it's not a real company. It's a girl's hobby." The words "girl's hobby" hung in the air like a slap. My own father, the man who built a supply company from the ground up. I left Christmas dinner devastated. But something hardened in me that day. I decided to hustle. For real. I worked every night, every weekend. I landed small clients. I built systems. I was determined to be so professional, so reliable, that no one could ever call it a hobby again. And then I got an opportunity. A meeting with a premier supplier, Summit Grove Farms. They were the best in the region. The gold standard. I walked into that meeting prepared to fight for a chance. But I didn't have to fight. The owner, Mr. Peterson, saw my work. He saw my process. And he made me an offer I couldn't refuse. A partnership. An exclusive partnership. There was just one problem I didn't know about yet. One huge, complicating, devastating problem. Summit Grove's longest-running client? Their most difficult, price-negotiating, industrial client was my father's company. And with our new exclusive deal, his access to their products was about to be severed. He just didn't know it yet. The email announcement went out on Christmas Eve. At our family dinner, my dad was furious, complaining that his main supplier was forcing him to work through some new, fancy middleman called the Cedar Box. The table went silent. Everyone looked at me. My dad finally looked up from his phone, confusion turning to slow, dawning horror. The Cedar Box. That's your company. The room was ice. I just nodded. You took my supplier?" he asked, his voice dangerously quiet. But what he said next, and what happened to his business after his own daughter became the gatekeeper to the products he needed, that's where the real story begins.